Good morning. I decided to talk about a very beautiful Puritan form of healing, a therapy, which is known as Bach flower therapy. Now, some can call it Bach, some may address it as Bach, depending on which part of the world you're really from, or whether you've grown up, with a British accent, an American accent, or an Indian accent. So, we're talking about Bach flower remedies today. Um, in my opinion, in my research, and in my understanding of uh, Bach remedies, especially from a personal experience, I would say, or go to the extent of saying, that these are probably the gentlest, purest forms of organically being able to heal our human condition. The human condition probably ranges from an emotional mind space to a physical mind space. And when there is a disharmony in our mind, body, spirit, soul, it manifests itself into a dis-ease in our lives. For example, a dis-ease of emotional stability, a dis-ease of not being able to function to our fullest potency or potential as a human being. Physical conditions, exhaustions, fatigue, anxiety, disabilities of sorts also kind of hinder the way, where the starting point is always emotions. And of course, physical ailments are the actual proof and manifestation where the body is really telling you that, hey, something's out of alignment. So it is a connection of our feelings, our emotions, our thoughts, which actually impact the way that we are on a daily basis, the way we vibrate on a daily basis. And it's that vibrations that impact the way we live directly. Are we starting the day joyfully, or are we starting the day with fear in our hearts? Are we starting the day with purpose, or are we starting the day unsure of how the day is going to unfold? Are we starting the day with hope for a better day unfolding? Or are we starting the day with resentment of something that happened the night before or years before? Are we starting the day fresh, full of energy? Or are we starting the day already tired and saying, oh my God, another day I have to go through this? And this is how the journey of life happens to us. Some of us just take it for granted to say, this is what it is and it will be the way it is. And some of us can actually look a little deeper to say, what is it about my mindset? What is it about my vibrations? Or what is it about my feelings that may be on a negative side of the spectrum, which is impacting my wholeness, my wellness? And this is where Bach remedies come in. Edward Bach in the 19th century actually did a lot of research, and he discovered 38 known plants, flowers, that had the innate ability to release positive vibrations within the human system. And the ability of the positive release in our system actually very gently enabled healing at multiple levels. For example, if we've suffered from fear, each one of us has gone through the COVID wicket, where we were clean bowled for a little while. Some of us went through, fear. Some of us went through anger. Some of us went through a feeling of being lost to what's happening. Some of us went through a feeling of being lost of control, that, we don't have control over our lives. Some of us went through the feeling of there is no freedom. The freedom we took for granted is not there. There was a fear of illness. There was a fear of recovery. There was a fear of loss of near and dear ones. There was a fear of, let's say, losing our near and dear ones and trying to cope with life. Loss of jobs, loss of the stability factor. And I'm just giving an example because that's a human condition we've all just encountered. Similarly, years of hate, years of resentment, years of jealousy, years of feeling exhausted, fatigue, depression, anxiety, anxiousness, a feeling of being low, a feeling of fear of the future. Unknown paths sometimes make us wonder, are we making decisions properly? Are we wired to be able to make our decisions which will ultimately, benefit us. There's a fear of, sometimes even having faith in ourselves, confidence. There is a plethora of emotions that we go through as human beings, and that is what we carry in our journey. This is where Bach flower remedies step in. They very beautifully, individually, and sometimes in combination of a few remedies. Like I said, there are 38 remedies that can be used in harmony with each other and be paired with each other. These remedies help bring you back from a negative vibration towards a neutral vibration and then take you to a positive space. For example, if you're fearful or fear of illness, that slowly gets released into understanding that you're safe in your body, that your body is not working against you, it's working for you. The vibrations of a calmness come in, and then you slowly oscillate towards a confidence that all is well. Now, this doesn't happen overnight. This is not like a pendulum, with swings back and forth. It's a gradual release of negative patterns, negative mindsets, negative vibrations, which the work is done by the flowers or the plants, but it is done in awareness, in harmony with your intent. And it brings you to a space where you can say, I feel alive and vibrant, and I feel the spark within me. I feel less fearful, I feel more joyful, I feel more confident, and so on and so forth, depending on what it is that you really, really want to heal. So that's where these come in. I would call them the gentle healers. I would call them the gentle healers. There's no other word that comes to me. So think about it. This is a question for you. Which human emotion or set of emotions or patterns has been blocking your path? And if you can identify them, and if you can kind of even think about them, maybe your start or a path into healing or discovering yourself has already begun. Think about it.